So I really don't know how I'm gonna start this video. This video is not gonna be like really anything I've ever really done before. If you ever watched my videos before, pretty much all rebuilds. I've always been doing rebuilds, so I guess we're just gonna have to hop right into it. Basically, if you do not know what's been going on in the past few days, I'm assuming most of you do. If you don't, I'm gonna leave the link to both the videos in the description. You can go watch SDC's video or Zach. That will be in the description. You can go watch Dom2K's video. They'll probably explain a little bit better than me. But basically, if you don't know, they are both partnered with NBA Playmakers. I am as well. So are literally pretty much every NBA YouTuber and whoever really makes videos. And it's been going on for a long time now. They reached out to me. I'll just explain my story a little bit. They reached out to me in March of 2016. At that time, I had like, I don't even know how many subscribers I had. I probably had like under 5,000 subscribers. And no, now I'm not saying like I'm this big shot YouTuber going to be like exposing everybody. That's not me. I just wanted to tell you my personal story and how basically what they're doing at this point is just totally unacceptable. So they reached out to me. What they like to do is they like to reach out to people who do not have a ton of subscribers who could possibly one day have a lot of subscribers. Right now I only have like 17,500. So it's not like I've made like insane jumps. Like there's obviously YouTubers that have made way crazier jumps than I have that are getting screwed over way more than I am. But at this point, it's just something that had to be said. So if you don't know, NBA Playmakers is technically, they're part of the NBA. They control all the content that the NBA does allow YouTubers to use. They have their own library full of content. Well, full of content. I'll get into that in a second. So basically, they reached out to me March 2016. Basically said they would love to partner with my channel, and in return for that, they would obviously have to take a profit of what I make, because obviously pretty much every YouTuber video or every YouTuber sponsors his videos and runs ads on his videos and stuff like that. That's how we make money. That's how we make revenue. That's how it lets us continue to do what we love to do, and pretty much put out content for you guys to enjoy and for you guys to watch. So they basically lay that out for you. They basically lay that out in a contract. I'm not going to put up the contract. I'm not going to put out literally anything that can give them like literally an inch of reason for them to possibly screw me over. Because I mean, if they do, I mean, what are you gonna do? Like, I'm not expecting this video to get like 1 million views and have everybody be like, hey, NBA Playmakers, look at this, go screw him over. I mean, honestly, that would probably be the best situation so they can understand really what is going on. But I don't think that's going to happen. There's probably just gonna be like one of my normal videos. But as long as the community understands what's going on, I'm sure again all of you have seen Zach and Dom's videos. Link will be in the description if you haven't. But sorry, I'm getting so off track in this video. So they reached out to me March 2016. Basically laying out the contract and just saying that they're going to get a certain portion, I'm not going to tell you what percent, of every single video that I make. So they're going to get part of that. And then at the end, I get paid once a month. So I get told how much I'm getting paid the first day of every month, and then I get paid on the 15th of that month from the month before. So if I get told on November 1st how much I made, I would know how much I made for October. They would pay me on November 15th for October, for the month of October. And so that's basically how that works. I'm not sure if it might be different for everybody else. That's how it was for me, at least. It's how it still is for me. It's how it's been to this day, ever since March 2016. So it was a year-long contract, basically. I just signed a year-long contract with them. I talked to a bunch of YouTubers that I know, some that were with them, some that were not, just really asking them their opinion of, did it help you grow a ton? How is it working? How has it been partnering with them? And they basically all said at the time, yeah, like obviously they're going to take some of your revenue. It's not great, but it has to kind of happen so you can at least work with somebody bigger. And so at that point I was like, you know what, I'm not making a ton of money right now. Like I don't make YouTube videos for money. Like I've never done that. Like, yeah, it's been nice to have that as a job, and it's obviously nice to have that through college, but I don't do it for money. Like it's just, yeah, it's nice, but I do it to put out entertainment, and I could do it because I think I have a pretty good knowledge of basketball. Not that I really ever speak a ton about it. Like I'm gonna probably start getting in, rebuilds getting boring as all hell, so I'm gonna probably start doing normal NBA videos after this. But that's a whole nother video. But still, the basic thing that everybody told me was they're going to help promote your channel a lot. And I think that's really where they kind of got me sold. And that's really where I was like, you know, this could really be like a good opportunity for me, maybe get up sub-wise. So I obviously haven't like had the growth that every single YouTuber ever has. Like there's typically at least 1 or 2 videos that every YouTuber puts out that they'll be like, oh wow, that's a banger. That's what really got him or her. Not really her, I don't really know why I said that, but that's really what get him started, and that's really what gets him up to a certain amount of subscribers. Then from there, it's pretty easy to grow. So I haven't had that yet. I don't know if I ever will have that. Whatever happens, happens. I obviously haven't been putting out content as much as I used to, like the past summer. I probably put out, what? I've been at college now for 2 months and like 5 days, and I've probably put out like under 20 videos. Like It's just going to happen. I'm caught up. You guys understand that. Nobody's really complaining. But in return, I'm obviously not going to grow my channel as much. I'm obviously not going to make as much money as I once would. And again, this is never about the money. This has never been about the money. I don't want you to think that I'm just doing this to complain about how much I get paid. That's never been an issue. Like, I'm not a broke college student. I'm not just sitting here like complaining like, screw you NBA Playmakers, I don't make money, because that's really never been the issue. It's not an issue at all. But basically what they're doing, and what they never explained in the contract, is that the NBA actually takes such a significant portion of your profit and your revenue that it really hurts you. And so basically, I'm just gonna try to do this math. I tried to figure this out last night. So basically, what I think happens, I don't really know if this is exact math right here, but I think if you break it down to six seems like the easiest amount to break it down to. I would say that the actual NBA, like the National Basketball Association, because they let us use their content, takes 3/6 or 1/2 of all the revenue we make. And don't get me wrong, I knew there was going to be a lot of revenue from me taking. I didn't know the actual NBA took it. Like, I understand it's their footage, and then NBA Playmakers probably takes 2/6. And then us as content creators, we probably get 1/6. So just in general, I don't really think that seems fair, but I understood like that was going to happen when I signed my contract. Like, I totally knew that. I'm not like sitting here like being like, oh, they never told me that. Like, I knew that was going to happen. I didn't know the NBA was taking some of it. I didn't know that until I saw Zach's video. I actually knew that a little while ago, but it's really never been an issue. I mean, if I'm not getting the money, why do I really care who gets it, right? Especially if I'm going to be able to get access to their exclusive library that holds a ton of footage. So I've obviously never really used NBA footage in my videos because I don't really ever just talk about the NBA. I'm always playing 2K, and I'm always doing a My League rebuild, or pretty much always my League rebuilds, but something in 2K. That's basically what I've always been doing. So I've never really needed actual footage. So when I signed on with them, I really thought there was going to be like more to it than that. But I understand for somebody who just talks about the NBA, how it can be a great opportunity, how you could think it could be a great opportunity, because I knew I was really never going to be using that footage. Side note, if you even look at, I'm not going to put the library on this video because I'm probably going to get like in trouble if I do. Who knows? I'll probably get in trouble for this whole video. And if I do, well, it's been a fun ride, but still, I don't think I should be really getting in too much trouble for this. They said their library is full of NBA footage that you are free to download, free to upload to your videos, because, again, we give them a significant amount of our revenue, and in return, we get to use actual NBA footage that people would probably enjoy watching more than just seeing us talk on screen. So that makes sense. If you go in the library, which I just did check, which I'm not in there a ton because, again, I don't really ever use it, all it is, it's game recaps and top 10s. That's it. It's game recaps from the night before, and just like top 10 plays of a certain week, or top 10 plays of the season, or top 10 plays of whatever it may be. There is not a lot of footage in there. And basically what you have to do to get footage is you have to request it from like whoever your contact is at NBA Playmakers. I have one. I'm not going to say his name in this because he's actually been pretty easy to work with, but still. There's really not much you can do. So it takes like a little while for them to get you this footage. So I've never had this. After watching Dom's video, I know what now it takes. It takes 2 to 3 business days. Again, a little bit ridiculous. And then after that, at this point, where are they getting in? 1 second, I need a sip of water. Good Lord, I cannot speak this long. After that, they have to review what you're using the footage for. They have to review the video, and they have to review just in general what the video is about. And what I've been able to like understand after watching Dom's videos and SDC's videos or Zach's is you could go through, I mean, for me, it doesn't take this long to edit my videos. For me, it probably takes like an hour at max to edit my videos, just because it's just like cut edits. It's like jump cuts. It's like the easiest thing ever to edit. But for somebody who makes like actual videos on the NBA, those can take days to edit, like days upon days upon days, because you have to time it right. You have to script it. You have to do everything literally perfect. Like, I'm not saying, like, if you ever watch one of Mike Korzema's videos, everybody's always like, why don't you get videos out quicker? Because he has to script it. He has to find all the right footage. He has to put everything through a computer database that basically will list everything for him. And then just editing that, I don't think people understand how long it actually takes. Like, if you watch like his most recent video, I think his most recent video was what if Kobe never got traded from the Hornets, or whatever it was, something like that. That video probably took like 2 weeks to edit. I don't know if he does it himself or if he has an editor, but still, that video alone probably took so long to edit. Like, just that one like box that has like 4 different clips in it, for somebody who knows what they're doing, they can probably do that pretty quickly. But for just an average person, that takes a while. And so if you have to do all that and you still come out with a video using their footage, and they say they don't like that, or they say you're way too opinionated in this, and then they shut that down, that week or couple days of work possibly it's all gone to shit. And that's like, basically at this point, that's what they're doing. They're telling you that you can know that they have to approve of their videos. They haven't done that for me. And again, it's because I don't really use their footage. And it's again, because I don't really ever have any issues with them. But for YouTubers like SDC or Zach or B-Souls or Mike Korzemba, I don't even know if he's partnered with them, or Dom, who have partnered with NBA Playmakers and are now saying like, you guys need to get approval before you use any of this footage, is kind of crazy, because that was never written out in the contract for us. And I don't really know. I'm like, I can't really give this from a first person perspective. If I were them, I would be way more pissed. There's really nothing we can do about it though right now. And I want to try to start getting into talking about the NBA, because I think I have a pretty good knowledge of the NBA, but if I'm going to get screwed over, I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to try to lose my channel. It would really suck if that ended up happening. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't have a second channel like some other people just fall back on, but still, whatever happens, happens, and it sucks. And again, part of this thing is we always understood that we weren't going to be making our full revenue. Like, we can see it on our YouTube creators page, how much money we make, how much they end up taking. So, and then we get or at least I do, every time I get like my revenue from every month, like the first of every month, I get like a breakdown report of how many views per video, how much they took, how much money the video made, and then all that stuff like that. So I've always understood that. I always look at those. I always actually understand it. I've never been like complaining. But for them now, this is a new thing. I haven't gotten this email yet or phone call or whatever it is. I think Zach said he got a phone call saying he can no longer have outside sponsorships on his videos. So when you see, before all my videos, when you see the promo code playing, like the sports cases there, I'm partnered with them, they sponsor me. That's also another way that we make money. And I know like some people have SeatGeek, or some people have like Edison.com or something like that. And NBA Playmakers is basically now saying that we can no longer do that, or at least Zach can no longer do that. I don't think it's happened to Dom yet. I don't know about Beasel or something like that, but they haven't done it to me yet. I hope they don't. I don't even know if they're going to see this video. If they do, they might tell me not to do it anymore. But no more basically outside promoters, no more sponsorships, no more nothing. And that is a way to kind of combat them from taking so much money from us, because they basically say they're going to grow your channel, but they really don't. They say you're going to get invited to events, and I give them credit. I did get invited to an event at the beginning of this year, but I would have, it was my first week of college, and I would have had to fly all the way out to LA. Like, that just would have been totally unethical for your first week of college. So I missed that event. It was the, I forget what event it was, but still, that didn't happen. So basically what they're doing right now is they are trying to screw over everybody, and they are basically saying they need to approve projects, not to me, again, because I've really never used their footage. I don't really know if I'm ever going to, because I don't know. I'm probably gonna get copyrighted even if I just take videos off YouTube, or like not take somebody's video. Like if I like take a clip that the NBA posted on their YouTube channel, I'll probably get copyrighted, or I'll probably get copyrighted if I take it from the library. So who really even knows what's gonna happen? Still, what they're doing isn't right. It really does suck that this whole situation has to come down to this, basically, where everybody kind of has to. I don't know why they don't want outside sponsorships anymore. It hasn't happened to me. Again, I want to make that 100% clear. Like, I'm not sitting here with a first-person experience of what that actually means, and I can't imagine what like Zach's going through right now, because that absolutely sucks. Because that, like, this is his life. Like, this is how the man makes a living, and for them to take that away from him just because they don't want him to have any outside sponsorships, I don't know what it hurts. Like, why does it hurt the NBA just because he wants to make a little bit more money and he wants to help out these other companies? Like, I've really never understood that. I don't really understand why that's such a big deal. But I've been thinking about this for the past few days. I didn't know if I was going to make a video on it or not. And it's just kind of gotten to the point where it's just totally unacceptable. And so NBA Playmakers is not a scam, but they're kind of fraud, in being totally honest. And they also, this is firsthand experience right here. I signed my contract in March of 2016. March of, or no, maybe it was March 2017. It was March. And so this past March rolled around. And so basically I sent my guy an email who I was in contact with, who I hadn't emailed for like 6 months. And I was like, hey, like, what are we going to do for like my new contract? I know my 1-year contract is expired. And he sent me an email back. I'm not going to put it on the screen again just because I don't want to get in trouble or anything more than I might already get in this video. And he was like, yeah, don't worry about it. Your contract all automatically renews. And I was sitting there, I was like, it automatically renews? I was like, you have like my signature renewed on a contract that I signed for 1 year? I was like, so you're holding me to this contract right now against my will. And keep in mind, I mean, he ended up sending me another thing. He was like, yeah, you can totally sign this if you want to. And I ended up signing it because at the time it was like a good deal. Like, again, I've never been complaining about like the money situation or anything, but if they start taking down like my sponsors, like I have more than one sponsor, I've just really never put them in videos. Like I get emails all the time I just don't put them in videos because, I mean, I'm kind of fine with how much money I make. Like, I've never really been complaining about it, but it does help me do what I love, and it does help me, like, live my life. And so if I can't do that anymore, then I don't really know what the point of me even making content is anymore, because this is what I love to do. This is what I've always loved to do. This is what I've loved to do since the start of the year 2016. And I know that's absolutely crazy to say, but that's what I've been loving to do. And so if I can't do that any longer, or if it has to be in some way some person tells me, it's probably not going to happen any further. And so whether that means I start a new channel, whether that means I stop making YouTube videos altogether, that will happen. And so it's an unfortunate truth. It hasn't happened to me yet. I don't know what's going to happen after this video, but I hope you guys can understand. Again, if you want to listen to Zach's story, if you want to listen to Dom's story, both their links to their videos will be in the description. It's a very, very terrible situation. I don't know when it's going to happen to me, if it's going to happen to me. Again, I'm not the biggest YouTuber. I'm not claiming to sit here and being like, I've had to go through all this, this, and this. Like, it's not that bad, but I just wanted people to understand, like, what these two guys are going through, and just from another YouTuber's perspective of, like, what could happen and how much this actually does affect people, of what this situation is. And hopefully this really can just de-escalate. Hopefully they can stop freaking out, because after my contract's up with them at the end of this March, so hopefully, what is it, November, early November right now, November, December, January, March, or February, real looking smart, January, February, March, we're done. So we got, like, what, 5 more months left for me to be with these people. So again, I'm going to try to start making new videos on the side. I don't really know. Again, I'm very, very busy. I'm at college. You guys have always understood that, and I can't thank you guys enough for the support there. But this video had to be out. This is like the bottom line. Like, I'm tapped with this. This is ridiculous at this point. I don't know why it's such a big deal to them. They say they have all these great benefits, and at the end of the day, nothing of it really ends up coming out to anybody. So you have to, like, send email on email just to get what you want, and they really hurt you more than they help you, is the bottom line. So any other smaller YouTubers watching this, if NBA Playmakers emails you, don't respond, or do respond and tell them to go fuck themselves, because they are the biggest bunch of frauds you can ever have on the internet. And they lie to you, and they manipulate you, and they don't give you what you need, and they don't give you what they want, and they don't treat you fairly.